All right, welcome back. Heidi Parker, Executive Director of Immunize Nevada, joins me now. And Heidi, it's Nevada Immunization Week. Tell me what that is all about and why is it important and why should people know about it?
Absolutely. So each year in April, Nevada celebrates with the rest of the U.S. National Infant Immunization Week. It's been happening for decades, and it's a time for us to really look at the importance of making sure our babies are vaccinated on time and every time.
Are you still finding that there's a lot of resistance out there with parents as far as getting their children vaccinated? And if so, what are some of the major concerns that they still have?
So I think, parents have questions.
Yeah.
New parents too. I mean, there's a lot of things happening with that new baby.
My wife and I, we have an 8-month-old, and
yeah,
it's
absolutely.
like we want to be sure, because there's that question that's sort of planted in the back of your mind. It's like, is this right? Yeah, tell me this is right, doctor, right?
Exactly. And so I think that's the first thing is you talk to that doctor, talk to that healthcare professional that you're seeing. They're trained, they've gone through, extensive school and education. They know the science, and they've seen the studies. So I think that's first, is where are you getting that source from? Try not to Google it. There's good information on Google, but there's not. So Immunize Nevada is a great resource. We have an excellent website. We're on Facebook, we're on social media, and that gives parents an opportunity. We kind of get all those credible sources and we put them in one place.
Well, right, and so that's the question. So it's a third-party source, so it's not a source that's sponsored by the vaccine companies, Big Pharma or anything. Who are these people and who is it that's providing this information?
We're a nonprofit,
right.
And so our nonprofit is a coalition. We're made up of healthcare professionals, public health, physicians, all of our vaccinating partners across Nevada, whose job is, they have one goal. They want to make sure that our community is protected and healthy.
What's your best understanding as to why this is sort of somewhat stuck into the consciousness of parents here, and why there's this fear from educated people? They have it all up and down the social economic scale. I've heard this sort of feedback.
My belief, and I think we hear this a lot, is that we don't see diseases like we do years ago, before vaccines were available. Most of us at this point probably don't have a polio survivor in our family. We might not have known somebody that has a lifelong effect from measles, or suffered from pertussis or whooping cough. So when you don't have that in your collective experience, it's really hard to understand why vaccines are so important.
And the flip side of that, I think a lot of people, either if they don't know someone, they've certainly seen the images on TV of children with autism. So there is that fear, and then that's where it comes into. And real quick before we go, also, we're talking about the flu here too. Like, you can't forget the flu. It oftentimes gets overlooked, but that's also one of the biggest killers out there.
It is, absolutely. It is a vaccine preventable disease that is absolutely preventable. You can get a flu shot every year. It prevents thousands and thousands of deaths, and we still see deaths. We've had deaths in Nevada this flu season. It was a late breaking season, but high illness, major complications. And so again, you don't think it's not just a cold. It can be a major respiratory illness. Yeah.
Heidi Parker, Executive Director with Immunize Nevada now. Thank you very much. I do appreciate your time.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, we'll be right back, everyone.